So at this point, we're gonna add all of our tomatillos into our blender. We're gonna make our green sauce. So in goes all our tomatillos. In goes our spinach. It's a cup of spinach. And we also put the leaves from the radish. And we're gonna put also cilantro. And we already did the spinach. So I'm gonna grind this up a little bit so it goes down, and then I'll add the seasoning. Okay, so next we're gonna add 2 cups of pozole. That's the second cup. We're gonna add, actually I'm gonna add this at the end. I'm gonna add a couple of peppercorns. I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin. And a tablespoon of chicken bouillon. And then we'll taste it, and if we need more, we'll add more. I'm also gonna start peeling the skin off the chile poblano. So now I'm gonna add a whole head of garlic for our sauce. And then I'm gonna add the poblanos as soon as I peel them. So now that they're cool, it's very easy to remove the skin with a spoon. Just like that. First I'm gonna do the skin, and then I'm gonna do the seeds. Just like that. I'm gonna do the whole thing. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna give it a little help. The peppers, I'm gonna cut them a little bit so that the blender doesn't have such a hard time grinding everything together. Because we're making a sauce with all this green items for our green chicken pozole. So just like that. Oh, I'm losing some of them. I'm gonna get a cup of the chicken broth where we've been cooking our chicken to help the blender move a little bit faster. So at this point, I'm gonna leave the chicken legs with the bone, but I'm gonna shred the chicken thighs. I don't like this skin, so I'm gonna take all of this off. My kids like the skin, but they like it on like fried chicken. This is not fried. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna let it cool a little bit before I shred it with the forks. I'm not gonna put it in the mixer because it's only 3 pieces. It's not time consuming. So I'm gonna let it cool a little bit so I can shred it. So I'm gonna add a couple of bay leaves. These are just pieces, so I'm gonna add a few pieces because they're not whole. Oh, that one's a whole one. Okay, and I'm gonna add a couple of peppercorns. Okay, so we're gonna put our shredded chicken back into our pot. So at this point, we're gonna add our green chile to our chicken. Oh man, it looks amazing. So I'm gonna get like a cup of the broth, and I'm gonna put it in the blender cup so that we can get all of this leftover seasoning that's in the cup. There's a lot in here. And there's also on the lid, we have a lot of seasoning. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the lid. fully covered with the seasoning. That's so much. Let me get it all off. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna give it a stir. I'm gonna wait like 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna check it for seasoning. We're gonna add the oregano at the last part that we do. Look how amazing that looks. The color is so rich. So let's cook it 3 more minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna add another tablespoon of chicken bouillon because it needs a little bit more salt. So we're gonna let it cook a little bit. Give it a minute or so to get the flavors together, and then we'll check it again. Seasoning. Tastes so delicious. So next we're gonna add the hominy, which I already rinsed a couple of times. And we're gonna let it cook another 15 minutes, and then I'll add the oregano, and also I'm gonna taste it for seasoning. It might need a little bit more. So now I'm gonna get like about a tablespoon of oregano, and I'm gonna add that to the top. Oh, it smells so delicious. Ooh, it smells so good. I'm gonna give it a stir. I'm gonna wait a minute or two, and then I'm gonna check it for flavor again. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start doing the masa because I'm gonna make some tortillas to go with our meal today. So today is Saturday, so we're gonna use our Saturday cloth to make a few tortillas to go with our green pozole. We already have our vegetables cut up. I just need to cut up the cilantro. I already did everything else that we're gonna use to garnish. So let's get started with tortillas. So our first tortilla is going in. Okay, so our pozole is ready, and we're gonna garnish it with onions. We're also gonna garnish it with cabbage, cilantro, radish, a little bit of radish. Let me get a couple more. And lime juice. So now we're getting to the best part. Okay, so here we go. The best part, my favorite part, the tasting part. So I already garnished it like I said earlier. So now we're gonna taste it. Okay, so I also made fresh tortillas. I'm gonna take a tortilla. And I also made salsa from the vegetables from my garden, the jalapenos and from my garden, the cilantro from my garden. I like to put it on the tortilla. I don't know why. But here we go. Let's see. Mmm. 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 It is so delicious. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. Delicious. Amazing. Mmm. My nephew Marin wanted me to make this for him, but he hasn't arrived yet. And you know I can't wait to eat. I gotta taste it. So delicious. Mmm. And with fresh tortillas, even better. I'm gonna make some salsa macha because I really should have paired it with salsa macha, but I didn't have time. I was hungry already. Mmm. So delicious. Mmm. The salsa just right on point. Usually this is something we have like around the Christmas holidays, but it was a special request. So I also made agua de Jamaica. It is so refreshing. Well, thank you for watching another little video for you, Cocinando del Alma, cooking from the soul. I'll see you on the next one real soon. Thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Until the next one. Thank you so much. Please continue to share. Comparten, por favor. Gracias y hasta el próximo video. Gracias. Dios los bendiga.